Hello world, we're live. It's me, the Jcrow, and today we're in Adobe Animate giving some love to Neru, a Vocaloid derivative of Miku that gets no love out of the triple baka group. No love, no attention. And I had an idea for like a silly little project I can do. I will explain it more once we get into the stream. 3, 2, 1, canvas reveal. Ta-da! Little chibi. Little chibi. I do have a write up in a note somewhere that has all the names of the songs. So it's going to be one of them. There's a bunch of songs on the right, costumes. We have about 11, I think I have currently. And if anyone comes into chat with alternative costumes, I can add them too. She's just doing a little bounce, but it's going to be one of them pause games where it's like, which character are you? And you press pause to get one. I've tried to find songs that Neru actually sung, mainly original songs, as best I could, to try and shine some light on the character too. But I've got a couple, I think two in there, maybe Static and Melt, are versions where she's done a cover of a different song, but she's actually been given a costume for it. So she's got an original outfit for the song. So I'm like, well, we'll put that in. It's cute. And I was thinking of putting Obsolete Me in there, literally the silhouette with the glowing eyes holding the leek and a baguette. Even though she doesn't sing, it's funny, so I was considering slipping that one in. I was going to put a Q&A thing up to ask people if they have other costumes they want to suggest for her, but also kind of want to put up Magic 8 Ball questions again, because that's pretty fun. Hi, Mochi! I have a little autumn. You've got an autumn emote theme. Is your profile picture changed too? Is it seasonal? How are you doing, Mochi? Are you free from work currently? Or are you having a little break? Okay. So let's look at some of the costumes. This is we've got standard Neru. Can I shrink that so we can see what we're doing? What's standard? You are at work, Mochi. You posted a vote on your community post. Ooh. I'll have to check that in a moment. So this one is standard Neru. This is flop era. This one is knowing darkness. Monochrome eraser. Zacko. Cotton Candy Girl. This one's got a weird title. It's like something Sleeper X. Soldier Sleep Now, ZZZ for Tomorrow. Uh, Mystifier, Obsolete Me, Static, and Melt. That's a really cute little outfit. She actually has an umbrella in this one too. So far there's 11. I can add more, but there isn't actually a lot of songs for her where she's got a costume too. A lot of them, she's just in her standard outfit. And I can't just keep putting the standard outfit and then changing the song name. So she's got plenty more songs in this. But I'm trying to find a combo of has an outfit, has song, you know? Mochi Stars Arch, you're currently waiting until you have to go to work in 2 hours. Oh, you've got a 2 hour break. Okay. Are you doing anything fun in the meantime? Any art or anything to relax with? I'm going to check out your go to channel. Check out your poll. After you're done with your 2 projects, should you make a poster? What? Yes. Absolutely. For your Tales of Lunaria? Absolutely you should. Yes, of course. You should be doing that right now. Right now, this minute. Okay, so my current plan is to sketch the outfits and then we can actually draw them. Do the line out and stuff. Um, this one's going to be fun because it's monochromatic, but I'm going to make like the yellow shiny eyes. I am prepared to change out the eyes for different characters. I just kind of made a simple base for the whole thing. Don't know which one to start with. Static is very colourful. We could start with Static. And Skelly, Pinky Lemon and Cheese. Welcome, Skelly. Pinky Lemoned already. Mochi Stars, you are just drawing. Are you drawing a cool guy poster? Cool guy poster? Yeah, so I missed a few streams. It's been kind of combination of preparing for the hospital. I've got about a week before I go in. And also, unfortunately, one of our cats, Regeki, passed away about a week ago. And I just wasn't up for the social media side of things. I wasn't up for the streaming. It was just a mess. We actually picked him up today. He was cremated. But we still have Pebble at least. We have one cat. But yeah, so I missed a few streams because I was stressing over the hospital and then missed a few streams because I was just sad. But we're back now. So I really like the use of music notes in the static designs. So like both Neru and Miku, their hair are little music notes, and I think that's super cute. Mochi, you're just drawing, and maybe you're working on the poster. Okay, this one I remember in the thumbnail it is like a little. I think it's called an ascot. She's dressed very similarly to Static Miku. Mostly colour. Arcane. Mochi, you're trying to finish up the Owl House OC first, trying to make an Arcane backstory OC, and then you'll do a poster. I noticed you made a post saying that the short you were working on, the short video, was also taking longer than you'd anticipated. Are you still working on that? One, two, three, four, five. One, two, four, five. I'm gonna give her. She has chibi feet. Do I give her the big dorky shoes anyway? Yeah, I was trying to think of like a simpler project I could do, and I don't know. I was seeing I get a lot of pause games that pop up. I get a lot of Vocaloid on my FYP. Okay, a lot of Vocaloid, a lot of music. That's most of what my thing gives me: Vocaloid, music, and art. Um, and I've noticed I get a lot for pause games regarding Teto and Miku, and I was just there like, there's room for Neru, but we just don't get her. So this one's really cute. I'm just going through. I'm just gonna draw them at a speed of like, which ones do I want to do first? Typically British Chris evening. Hello, welcome. Should I give this one like the blocky style too? She's quite blocky. How are you doing? Mochi, yes, I'm currently still working on the Arcano C backstory. What kind of Arcano C? There is a lot you could do with that. Everything from, you know, literally child soldiers, like Geneva Convention where hopefully you're not making a child soldier though. That'd be kind of like unfortunate. I can't even remember what that kid was called. The one that Jinx was basically an older sister to. And then she got to know what it felt like to watch her sister like it was meant to be so that she could feel the way her sister did, right? Trying to keep some of the blocky look to this one because it just feels like I should. Neru, no, the yellow one. Yes, exactly. It's the yellow one. Yeah, I get a lot of content will pop up for Teto, a lot of content pops up for Miku. And I get a lot of pause games, and it's always Miku usually, but occasionally it's also Teto. And I'm like, you know what? Let's make Neru one. Okay, and then I know on the non-chibi, this is a little ribbon, so I can give it a bit more of a ribbon look to it. Suspicious at the rate, like, these costumes aren't too detailed. So I'm suspicious this won't actually take that long. But I did want to get something for stream that was just easy to pick up because, again, I've been kind of just stressed, sad. And then her shoes are just kind of like little pink clips at the bottom. Should we give her a phone? We should give her a phone, right? What's the yellow one without her phone? Not a flip phone, though. So, typically British Chris, have you made any more candy? You mentioned you were making toffees last stream. Was it toffee? I think it was toffee. I know Bagoki usually is having like some good food, and we all have to sit here and be jealous. Got another Neru. Which one? Hoodie next. This one is also very simple. She's kind of wearing that oversized hoodie. Oh, some clothes I ordered arrived today. I ordered on Vinted. I got a new dress. It's super cute. It's like a sailor dress. It's adorable. And I also got some cool button-up t-shirts. They've got like skeleton patterns on them. They're really cool. Ryan the rat. Hello. If there's a rat in chat, usually there's a bird. Welcome. What do you know about Neru? Do you know any Vocaloids? Or are you just here because you like art? Astro Boy's animations. Hi, you made it. So I did have a really cool idea for the animation meme. In terms of I've had a really cool idea for a multi-animator project, and I'm not sure how it's going to work. So I had another cool idea in the form of I could do a smaller test version of my idea and include it with credits, of course, in the animation meme I'm currently working on as a scene in that. And I just need people to volunteer for it. It would require submitting a still PNG image of some variety. It could be traditional, it could be digital. It doesn't like the mix, the more variety, the better, the variations in style. So I was considering making a post on Discord about it. I think I'd need at least 5. At least 5. Ryan the rat. Hicks, I like art. Sorry. You don't have to apologize. There is no reason to be saying sorry. Glad you like art. Art needs more appreciators these days, especially with all the AI. Yikes. But yeah. What I'm doing today is a very simple piece of animation. There's more animation on the channel. If you look at my shorts and my long format videos, you'll see some of the recent animations I've done. And I usually stream the process of them, but for this particular one, I'm just making a simple pause game. Because it's been one heck of a past couple of weeks. I want to do something silly and just easy and fun. You can just relax. Drawing little costumes seems to be that way. So for this one, I was going to include like the sparkle. Well, it's not really a sparkle. It's like a weird evil shine more like in the eyes. I could change the expressions later though. But I'm going to keep that one grayscale when she's drawn because I think it'll be fun. Skelly skeleton? Yes! 2! One of them, it's like a black skelly tee. It's got different skeletons and yokai on it. The skeletons are kind of chilling, having a drink together. And surrounding them is different yokais, like the umbrella one, which is one of my favorites, but the name escapes me at the minute, and tanukis. I've got another one that's in blue that's a bunch of skeletons in the water and they're kind of like fishing, and there's some frogs. It's got kind of a old Japanese art style to the way the skellies and the yokais are being drawn. I can't remember the art name for it though. I almost said Edo, but it's not Edo period art at all. I typically British Chris, sorry, was knuckle deep in a rotisserie chicken. No. What did the chicken ever do to you? Is it a Costco chicken? You know what? I've noticed a theme of people drawing like the square top for the, what's it called? I almost called it an aglet. Bro, my brain is not working today. Everyone draws it in like a square shape. It is a square shape. It is specifically, it looks like the top of a leek. That's cute. Yo, why is it all the way up there? Come back. It's gone into block mode. Let me just undo that. We don't want no object mode. Break apart. How many of these narrows were blocked? Are you blocked in? No. It only did it on the phone. Typically British Chris, last time we made cinder toffee. We then made sponge toffee last week though. Ooh. So Squeaky Clean's been making different variations of flapjacks. English flapjacks, not American. Very, very different. For the Americans in chat, I'm pretty sure an English flapjack is what you call a pancake. And pancakes and flapjacks just have the reverse name for us, basically. Again, very, very different. If I walked into a restaurant and ordered pancakes for breakfast and I got flapjacks, I'd be unimpressed, to say the least. I'd be so disappointed. Especially now I've had the ones that Squeaky makes. They're so good. Let's make that rounder. That is an ugly line. Let's get like a little more crisp. It's better. Rochi, has anyone seen Knights of Guinevere's pilot? I've not seen the pilot yet. I have seen making of videos though, because I'm that kind of animation nerd. I've not seen the animation yet. I have seen behind the scenes. I shared one of them on the Discord, which is regarding compositing, I think. It's one of the reasons that I sit there and I'm like, this is why this is why it's great to have an animation team. A team of animators, and then you can all go like crazy with quality, you know? Really big bow. But I have not seen the actual thing yet because I wanted to watch it with Squeaky, but like every time it comes around to it, I forget. And then I open YouTube and it's there in my recommended, like, oh yeah, that. I want to know what Squeaky's opinion is too, though, so I'll watch it later and then I just keep forgetting. I did start watching Murder Drones, finally. Finally tried Murder Drones. I met the second N came on screen and I was like, well, that's a big sweetie, I'll take 12. Just this character, please. Don't need the angsty one. I got the impression from everyone saying how cool he is, which was like everyone just acts like he's a real cool character, and then he's a big dweeb. I was like, oh, why does everyone make out like he's so good at his job? He's not, but it's fun. Oh, Mochi, you know, right? Skelly, hello, Uzi, and hi, N. What, you were saying Uzi because Carson had joined chat again. I think, I don't know whether I'm on episode 1 or 2 for Murder Drones. I do plan on seeing the Knights of Guinevere thing. Just soon. Okay, we're keeping this style. I'm gonna try and imply that the loafer's a bit better. But she's pretty cute. I want to add a bow detail, to, like a knot to the center of the bow. I don't like this one where it's just more detail. It's fine. This one's a little similar. This Vocaloid producer is carrying Neru, by the way. Carrying. They have so many different ones that I had to pick and choose. Like these two, same producer. Some of them are kind of memey. Some of them have a bit, they all have like a unique chime tone, so it's like you know it's one of theirs. I was like, right, I need to mix it up. I need to not only carry their songs in this, otherwise it's going to be like just. It'll be like, which Naru are you? But it's exclusively from this producer. They had one where her hair turns into a helicopter, and if I do end up adding more frames to it, I'm planning on putting that one in with the helicopter hair specifically. Because her hair's normal, sure, but at one point in the song it turns into a helicopter, and I'm like, I will include the helicopter bit. It's important to the plot. It's like I keep thinking like, oh no, this is going to take ages, and then I'm not remembering how simple the chibi is for it because it's just a little pause game, and I'm like, oh. It's refreshingly going quicker. I do have all my Eden chairs though for their animation meme up, so I could show you guys that later. This Neru is not in a cardigan. This one is wearing just a shirt. Skelly helicopter, helicopter. Yes. She's wearing like a suit and tie in it. And at one point her hair just turns into a helicopter. It's great. So I know this one is wearing a grey skirt though. One day I'll be hired to animate a Vocaloid music video, and that's when I'll know I'll have made it. Any of you want to be a Vocaloid producer? Any of you want a music video? Okay. This one. Her shoes are already kind of heel fit to this style. She has socks, I think, but they're like tiny. They're down here. Okay. Currently, she's also bald. I just assume this one has no shoes on. Because she's outside like a absolute psychopath with no shoes on. Or socks. I'm pretty sure she's meant to just be wearing the hoodie and a shirt or something. You know, like how you can wear an oversized hoodie as a dress? I think that's what's going on. No shoes. That one's really cute, actually. Actually, that one's probably the cutest one. Pajamas. Let's let that go. Oh, I closed my thing. Oh no. I accidentally closed a tab. I can't actually see if you've got questions for the Magic 8 Ball right now. Here you go. We do have a question for the Magic 8 Ball. It's not a yes/no question. It is an open sandwich just a soggy cracker? Hmm. I'd say no because crackers are different. Now, if you put it on toast, then maybe you've got a similar texture. I have disturbed a few people though by pointing out when it's like, do you like wet bread? And everyone's like, no, that's disgusting. So chat, do you want to eat wet bread? Do you like soggy bread? Wet bread. We're talking you've dunked that bread in some like liquid wet bread. You're not eating it, right? But what about when you dip your bread in soup? That's wet bread. It's flavored wet bread, but it's wet bread. Let's do this one. And this one's Cotton Candy Girl. Typically British Chris, only thicker liquids. Oil. Some people dip their bread in oil. Wet bread once again. Skelly, you accidentally did a comment and it depends on what it is. Chipotle sauce and soup, yes. Anything else, no. Squeaky clean. I didn't get notified that you went live. Oh, well, guess what? I'm live. I'm drawing Neru's, the yellow one. Let's take a quick look at the monarchy. Typically British Chris, you're gonna love this. You're the monarch. You have become the villain that you hated. You're a monarch now. Skelly, you are the heir to the throne, and Astroblaze is the knight in shining armor. Ryan the Rat, is your icon a buff Kinga? Your icon's a buff Kinga. Beefy. Squeaky Clean. Men of the Sea. Down with the monarchy. Gravy is elite, for example. Oh, that is a good example for something you can put bread in that's, acceptable liquid, acceptable soggy bread. Gosh, you know what's really funny? How bad my I don't want to say dad, but his cooking is how bad my parental guardian's cooking is. So bad. So it's like he'd do like this roast dinner, but everything was always boiled to death. And I remember my favorite part of it was just the gravy and bread. So the instant gravy was my favorite part of the roast dinner, is how like not great it was. Oh, Kelly. So I'm just gonna try and make this really like wavy and curly, I guess. Not liking how the pom-pom's looking. I might have to make it a little bit. Like, imagine you cooked something so bad. It's like, said the meat would always be at that stage of you're just chewing it for 7 years and it just doesn't get any smaller. And the vegetables would be boiled to the point where you can chew them by squashing it between your tongue and your mouth. And I never really looked forward to it, but I did look forward to the bit where I could have the gravy and the bread afterwards. But when Squeaky cooks, sometimes when Squeaky makes a roast dinner, okay, it is elite to the point where sometimes I don't even add the gravy because I don't want to wash away the flavors and the seasoning on the vegetables and the meat. So it's that well cooked. I don't want to affect the texture and the flavors by adding gravy to it. Elite. I know one of my friends had one of his, was over for roast. Hi. Little does like food. One of my friends came over for a roast dinner at one point, and Squeaky cooked that one. And she messaged me recently Because she went out with like relatives or something for a roast somewhere and they paid money for it. And she was like, it's terrible. Squeaky's is better. I think Squeaky should go. I was like, I'll let him know. It was really funny. She really didn't want to go out that day.
You may inform them if they bring everything for a roast, I will do one.
Yay.
Including a brand new cooker.
Yeah, our ovens. All of our appliances are breaking at the same time, right? Oh, she's got like a cute little unicorn pattern on the dress and everything. Skelly, Neru, no, yellow. Yes. Mochi, milk bread. What's milk bread? And Skelly, you're the knight now? Squeaky, the 5-star chef. He is really, really good at cooking. He has a huge spice rack and everything. Like, he's made his own. It's like you can make your own condiments too. It's like rice vinegar is not that hard to make, actually, sort of thing. He's currently learning how to make sushi. It's pretty straightforward. He's pretty good at it. The bit that needs practice is learning how to roll it right, which it looks easy to roll, but I tried too, and I also struggled to make anything aesthetically pleasing. As weekly 5-star chefs wish they were me. Yeah, he's very, very talented at cooking. I got the luxury of eating it. I think I'm. I can cook too, but I can't sit here and like big up my own cooking. I think I usually specialize in baking, to be honest. Wait, what is the pattern on this? Big one, little one, big one, little one. Okay. Oh, it's auto-saving, cringe. Hi, Nisty. Misty, man, this is weird. I have a life nowadays. That's good though. That's good. That's a good thing. Change can be sad or difficult or whatever, but like if it's changing and it's good, that's good. Change can be sad, but it can also be for the better. Yay. She's got such a cute dress. I'm not going to sketch all of the decorations on the dress yet. I'm going to do that once, like with a smaller line art, once this one's up for being done. I'm going to bring the dress up a little so we can do the shoes. Spiky socks to contrast all the round and fluffiness of the design, I guess. She's got little bows. And due to the chibi nature of this particular game, I'm just gonna leave them like that, I think. How are you doing, Nisty? How was trade school? Done any fun art projects? Oh, she has fluffy cuffs on her hands. Is anyone in chat actually up to art? Typically British Chris, you're saying all this while I'm struggling to force feed myself chicken and rice. Oh, do you want me to send Squeaky over and he can make you something good? Something interesting. She kind of has like little pom-poms around her hair too. Do you want Squeaky to come and turn that chicken and rice into sushi? You've probably not made it with sushi rice, but he can try, I'm sure. Me, I'm not gonna sketch out details yet. Also me. Star. And then horses. No, unicorns. I'll just kind of imply where they're gonna be. I think we've got enough space for them. That's the important bit. There you go, that's a horse. That one's very sweet, actually. My music stopped. That's less sweet. Come back. You've been dethroned. Let's see. The monarch is now Astroblaze. Typically British Chris, you're down to the heir to the throne, and Squeaky Clean has stolen the knight spot. Okay, so this one just has her head down and messy. So this is supposed to be, like, this song, she's basically getting ready for bed. So she's watching movies before she goes to sleep, like Power Rangers or something. So I'm just going to... She doesn't have that piece, though. We can keep that on, it's cute. I'll just make it long and messy. No shoes again! We're getting a theme so far. Considering the amount of Neru songs where she actually gets a costume versus ones where she does not and she's just in her standard uniform, she's statistically got high odds currently that she's got no shoes. Alright, I'm gonna assume these are supposed to be button-up PJs that they've just not drawn the buttons to, so I'm gonna add those. It's like the cufflink button here implies they're also gonna be cuffed. PJs, and then she's got pants. No bunny slippers, no nothing, just shoeless. I'm gonna enter a Neru costume design contest and just no shoes. Nisty Trade School has been pretty alright. Nice. I'm glad. I remember how worried you were for trade school initially, so I'm glad it's all worked out. Just gonna... This is just for the sketch, anyway. Oh, this never gets freckles, huh? I'm not really sure what her fringe is doing there. It looks like it might be separated like this. And there's a second piece there. I wonder if I should do another underrated Vocaloid spotlight after this. Or UTAU's Vocaloids, whichever. Did you know Gakupo is an official Vocaloid? So there's different variations. Typically you've got like a UTAU, which is unofficial. Like if I went and made one with my voice, it'd be a UTAU. And then actual Vocaloid is Krypton licensed, like Miku. I didn't know Gakupo was official for so long. I thought he was a fan-made one. It really threw me when I was like, what? He's real? He's real? But he's so unpopular. I thought Mako was unpopular. Damn. You think Mako's unpopular? Ever heard of Gakupo? No? There you go then. I think that's what it's called anyway. Yo, her tie is huge. Why is it so big? Girl. Yellow shirt and another little skirt. The socks are kind of cute though. Stripy cuffs. But I'll do the stripes later. Typically British Chris, at the minute, I'm struggling to get my calories in because I'm no longer eating in a deficit. Uh, oh, so you're now trying to eat more than what you're used to. So you were in a deficit and now you're trying to. Okay. I get a feeling where it's like once you're full, right? So if you're trying to eat more, I believe in you. I know there's like a time period where it still counts if you're trying to up calorie intake. So it's like it still counts if you eat it over the course of an hour or something like that. Maybe half an hour. So you can space it out. So I had a similar problem where I'm like, barely eating, but I am full. See, I think it's funny to include this one, but I'm not entirely sure because she doesn't actually sing in that one. This one's looking bald, but she doesn't have. What if I was to just like add a little flick here and here? She doesn't. She looks like she's wearing a toupee. Okay, this one's got like the middle parting, and then this one. These are two different hairstyles. Girl, which one should we go for? Bare thod? Bare forehead? Or like extra? Hi, Venom Shank! We're drawing the yellow one. As Skelly, very well put. Okay, so if I go through the close-up, I'm gonna assume the close-up is more accurate, right? Still not drawn the regular Neru. And then we've got like the flower goes there. But she has like a little bit of a crossover look with this side part of her hair, which is cute actually. God. A little sunflower. My neighbor is burning so much incense that my house is starting to smell like incense. Like, at least it's a nicer smell to the weed. That's a lot of incense. Anyone in chat like incense? Does anyone in chat just like doing stuff to make your house smell different generally? Like that I mean things like candles. Do we have candle fans? Skelly, gotta love the yellow one from Triple Backer. Carson, hello, hi! I'm drawing Neru. How are you, Carson? I hope you're doing better in terms of homework today. You seemed kind of stressed last time. Anyone else in chat got homework they should be doing? Make sure to get your homework done so you don't end up stressed. if you does anyone have that thing where if you're doing something specific, like for me it's drawing, and something very specific is going on in the background. So it's like I could be drawing and listening to a specific song. And then sometimes when I look at that drawing and it reminds me of that song, whether it correlates on theme or not, it just reminds me of that song. And sometimes it'll be the same, but it'll be like a conversation I was having at the time. Does anyone else get that with their stuff? If you do your homework right now, you might at least get to associate it with Neru. Vocaloid homework. Carson, you're drawing Undertale and Deltarune fan art right now. Nice. Chris, get the banana. Banana. That is not a banana. That is a fat banana. Okay, so Melt has a hoodie, a t-shirt, a simple shirt. Yeah, Nero doesn't have a lot of songs, but that one producer is definitely carrying. Well, she does have a lot of songs. She doesn't have a lot of outfits, is what I mean. Yeah, that skirt is scalloped more than it is pleated. Cute, cute, cute. I don't know what shoes she's actually wearing for the video, but I think it's safe to assume socks and loafers because it's Vocaloid and they just all seem to wear socks and loafers. Do we give her a little picnic basket? I think the theme of this music video is she's on a date with somebody. Cute. Wait, you got no shoes? Oh yeah, it's because your legs and your pants, your shoes are the same colour. I was gonna say, is that another Neru with no shoes? No, because it's not that. It's like this one. Okay, you just can't see her footwear, but it's safe to assume it's Vocaloid. They'll be loafers. Um, what I was saying earlier in the stream, this one chronologically has no shoes on, and so does another one. This one, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure she's just wearing like a hoodie dress. Okay, which is a suspiciously high amount of Nerus considering there aren't that many unique costumes for her, or modules, if you want to call them that. I don't really think they count as modules because they're not the 3D MMD models. Well, suspicious amount of shoeless models. Then again, the ones for Cotton Candy Girl really do carry. They're very sweet. Okay, so I just have the Obsolete Meat one and this one, but Obsolete Meat is the same outfit as the other one, but silhouetted out, holding the shiny eyes and the props. So, Carson, we love Neru. Neru deserves some shine. I'm gonna upload it as a little pause game when I'm done to TikTok and YouTube Shorts. And we'll see. We'll see how many Neru fans actually exist. Because I'm I'm an active Vocaloid fan. We can shine some light on some of the less popular ones. Let's go. It's like Teto's. I feel like in my head, I associate her with Teto. She's like, to me, Teto's best friend or something. But yeah, she's a derivative instead of a regular voice bank. And a derivative, I believe, means that her voice is derived from Miku because she's a derivative of Miku. So I think her voice bank is essentially a pitched up Miku. It's like a high pitch. Okay, this one has more detail. It's trying to get all that detail on the tiny chibi body. But yeah, being a derivative of Miku kind of explains the Hatsune Miku themed outfit. Like it's not Miku, but it's Miku. Early Vocaloids all really had this kind of look though. What's everyone else's favorite non-mainstream Vocaloid? Or V-Synth or UTAU? Just non-mainstream voice synthesizer. Because depending on how well this does as well, I would not be against making more for underrated or unappreciated characters. It does have the ruffles on those, but I'll see if I do or don't. That's what's making my face burn and itch. It's the neighbor burning copious amounts of incense. Oh my gosh. My face has been itchy and burny for like 2 days. Just heated, warm. It feels like there's sand on my face, but there isn't sand on my face. Like if you touch my face with your skin, it's with your hands, it's smooth. My skin is smooth, there's no blemishes. But when it feels like there's something on there like sand in an itchy sense. So it's like my skin's been mildly agitated, as in it's been kind of flushed and feels weird to me. It's gonna be all the incense she's burning. Damn it. At least the mystery's been solved. nothing I can do about it either because, like, she's mean. She's not gonna stop. She's more likely to burn more. Does she have a gun holster? No way, that's for a phone. Hi, Craiglitch. Been a while. Hello, Rose Ninja is cool. Run a Miku. Welcome. I'm doing a very simple animation today because I needed something just fun. Master Blaze, Oliver and Fukase are two of my faves. I also heard some absolute bangers with Yuma. I know Oliver and I know of Fukase, but I know the one you mean. I can envision the car. Is it the one that has the two voice banks, the male and the female? Right, I'm gonna close the window to try and stop some of the incense coming in because I'm itchy as fuck. Never mind. Never mind, the window is closed. She's just burning that much that somehow I'm smelling it through the walls. Maybe it's getting in through a different window? Where's it coming from? Where's it coming from, Pebble? See, now I'm worried it'll make you sick. I need to see if incense is harmful to cats. I'm pretty sure it is. I mean, it's already giving me a weird breakout. Let me just Google. Yes, incense is harmful to cats and should be avoided. The smoke is a respiratory irritant that can cause coughing, sneezing, difficulty breathing, and in some cases can be toxic. Cool, so it can be dangerous to Pebble, and it's burning my face. Like, burn it for yourself, sure, but can you imagine you're burning so much that you're making other people's houses smell of it? How are you doing that? I wouldn't have guessed that would have been possible. Carson, roar. Ah, frightened. Ooh, Halloween's getting closer. Any costumes, anyone? Halloween costumes? We can give her a flip phone for this one. Terrible, but it's a sketch. Let's just so I know it's that. This one also has a phone. This one does not. Astro Blaze, I don't think so. He's the one with red hair. Oh, okay. Now I know the one you mean. There is a voice bank that has a male and a female voice bank to itself, which is interesting. I think it's interesting. It's unique. Okay, so the obsolete meat one. Where are you? If she stays, is basically just, you know, her anyway. But we need to silhouette her out and then give her the props. So I'm going to start by doing this. I'm going to change her up. What am I going to do with this incense problem? Literally, I can't say anything. If I say something, she's just gonna do it more. Because she's that type of person. Okay. So the main thing that changes is the hands need to come down. And realistically, if this works, if it works, we're testing the theory. She needs everything to be silhouette. There's no point drawing it all, including it, and then it not working right. So let's literally just black everything out. She will have the shiny eyes. Whoops. I'm not even certain if I should include this one. Ooh, was that an Owl House mention in chat? I was literally watching Owl House pilots earlier today. Like the old pilot animations that it had. I didn't get through all of it, but I did find out that Luz originally was going to be at no, Amity, sorry, was originally going to be at Luz's school, the human school at the beginning. Okay, now the big question is, do we keep obsolete meat or not? But we have plenty of costumes so far. It's pretty cute. And then it'll be a pause game, so it'll be like, which one are you? And you just need to press pause on the screen and see who you get. Simple fun. Typically British Chris, what did I miss? All the Nerus have been sketched. I need to pick one to colour now. I'll do the line out properly. Astro you should tell her how much you love it and how you want her to burn it even more. Now that might work. That might actually work. The reverse psychology, you're right. Like, oh my gosh. I love burning incense. It's my favorite. It is so good. I do it all the time. You're just like me. And then she'll be like, uh, how dare you? Oh, which one should I start with? She's pretty cute. Carson, ooh, about what? Ask the Magic 8 Ball. The Magic 8 Ball can only answer yes, no questions. We do have another question for it, though. I will ask.
Did Poopy Stinky get food earlier?
Pebble?
Yes.
I fed him.
Oh, you got to what? Shake the bowl for it.
Oh, you want me to ask them?
Yes.
Has Pebble eaten dinner yet? Answer unclear. Ask later. And we also have Will Love find me this year? There's only a little bit left of this year, to be fair.
It's all like a private detective, isn't it?
I don't know, but Will Love find them this year? Can't say now. Consult me later. Excuse me?
In the ball's defense, this year could be considered next year when next year is this year.
Will Love find this person in chat before the 1st of January next year? No. Well, it says chances aren't good. Maybe you'll find it in January. Maybe the year it meant was going to be between this September? Yeah.
They'll find it midnight on the 31st of December.
It'll be a New Year's Eve stroke of midnight romance. Oh my gosh. Carson, ask if you should keep the black no color Neru. Ah, good question. Should we keep the obsolete me Neru even though she doesn't sing in that song? It's kind of stuck between no doubt about it and chances aren't good. So the only thing making me hesitate is she's literally doesn't sing in that song. That's it. She appears, she don't sing. This one's pretty cool. Let's start with this one. Let's start simple and then go from there. Carson, I'll vote on it later. I can vote. Let's do it. Oh, is it Mochi? You're doing a car and Ash related vote. Ooh. I already know this, but I'm still like, ooh, surprised. So if anyone has any extra Nerus they'd like me to add, I can. The only rule is she's gonna need a costume at least down to the torso. Because one of my main problems was one, finding songs that she actually sings or has covered, and two, where she has a design for the cover or the song. And then three, the one that I forgot to mention, there is a couple where she does have a design, but it's literally neck up or shoulders up. It's not enough of a costume because I'd have to work like makeup, whatever it is she's wearing on her body and legs. I can go as far as making up what's on her feet or like her legs. I can just give her socks. But if I'm redesigning the whole thing, then it's not really, it don't really count, you know? To be fair, this is a decent number of Nerus. Carson, you really like the static Neru. She's really pretty and silly. She is. Should we line static next? I'll do static next. She's cute. But all these are real songs. I'm planning on also adding a description at the bottom that says the song names. Some of them I had to go and translate. I'm going to put the song names at the bottom as well. For example, the bottom of this one would say Zako, so that when people get a Neru, they can also go and check out the song, potentially, if they want to. They don't have to. Just to try and encourage people to look at, like, it's like, I think the new Teto, things like Mesmerizer have helped popularize characters like Teto recently, which is great, and helped get people into Vocaloid, which is great. So I'm like, what if we try and introduce people to other voice banks? And you might find a new Vocaloid, you know, new vocal. Because if you already like Vocaloid, it might be another character with a voice bank that just hits different, you know? There's so many genres. Yeah, the static one was so cute. I was looking for costumes generally for ages. And then last minute, I was lucky enough to find the static Miku, and I was like, oh my gosh, gold dust. So unique, so cute. The little music note hair too. Mochi, you really want to make them hold hands? You know, you're the OC owner, right? You alone have the power to make them chronologically hold hands. You know, I have a couple OC that I'm like absolutely dying to draw. I wanted couple character for a while. Just I want to draw a cute couple art. I'm a simple creature. I've not drawn her sleeves. Bro. Sleeveless. Hmm. Right, so how much of this is meant to be visible? That's tucking behind her ear. Do I want that much ear showing? On her ears poking out? I think so. Eyebrows, no. Cheeks, no. Tucked away. Pretty sweet though. Sleeves, and then we'll do static. Not sure whether I want to go as far as shading these or not. I mean, they're going to be on the screen for like seconds, but the whole point is you're meant to pause it, so in theory you do see it in detail. Like, is it worth it or no? Cute! There you go. Hi Glitch, Dr. House is really good. Carson, fun fact, Nero is a fanloid, meaning someone made her for fun, and that's why she has no voice bank. There is a way to... She does have something. She's basically a pitched up Miku. So you can make music with her that's identifiable as her. She just kind of really does sound like Hatsune Miku. Cute. Doing static now. I could, in theory, change out the face to look a little bit more like... Should we change out the face to actually look more like static? Let's take all this out. Keep the body, but she's got like bright red circle cheeks. How big will this circle go? Just humongous. Among Us? Question mark? Whoa, glitched. It's cute that she was just made for fun though, but to be honest, I'd have, like, I'm not nitpicking, but I'd assume that's any Vocaloid really, isn't it? They were all made for fun. Or am I just too optimistic in assuming that's the point? Ah. So I'm gonna have to go and print a bunch of art soon. So that my hospital room can actually have drip and pizzazz. Okay. Let's get that somewhat symmetrical. Eee. Yeah, I think it's better actually swapping it into her face because it is a very stylized character. I'm going to change up the eyes on a different Nero too, so it's not going to be too jarring once they're all the same, I think. Carson, I'm so upset I had to take a picture of my stairs just to draw stairs in Chris's house. No, you're just a true artist now. You're getting references from real life. That, that's some true artistry. We've all experienced having to do that one. Next, you'll be taking photos of your own hands for references. That's the next step. I like added these little tufts of hair down here so she looked less like she was just wearing a toupee. Quite glitch. I really want to make an indie show, but you know, it needs a lot of things, and at my age, it's impossible. Well, at your age, you can still do things like draw and write. My advice, the first thing you write doesn't necessarily have to be your forever project. I mean, I didn't sit there and go, I want to make my own animated show and just focus hard on that specifically being the motivation. I just drew, I made comics, and then I was like, you know what? This might be the characters I want to use for that. This could be the story, and you just kind of went from there. So you don't need to give yourself the full pressure of I have to do this, that, and the other. Just start by having fun. Draw the characters you enjoy drawing and experiment with them. The story part might come later. It's definitely important to also keep in mind that a lot of indie companies have entire teams. That's one of the things that used to deflate me a lot when I was like new to animating. I'd look at things like, say, Glitch and be like, wow. But then again, Glitch is less of an indie company now because they're not really personally funded. They're now they've got Netflix and like Amazon money, which is good for them. But it's just in terms of being a small animator, you don't want to be comparing yourself on that level anymore because, oh boy, do they have money in a team to do all that. It's very rare that you see a project, say, uploaded on YouTube, and there's only one person behind the lot of it. And if it is one person, that's when you end up with accounts similar to mine, where it's like, well, they upload once a month. But it's mostly about passion and enjoying it too. Step one is definitely just playing with your characters and your ideas. I mean, you're still in school, right? You've tons of time to develop stuff. It's a cool aspiration to have, though, like aspiring to have your own show one day. Absolutely. But there's no time limit on that. And it is possible, but I know, like you said, it can be overwhelming to start, but just start by having fun. Like comics. Mochi, I also want to make those hanging paper dolls, but my OC with my OC, Cara and Ash. I was so tempted to write those, to make those as well. They're so cute. And all the ones you mean. You should totally do it, actually. Do you have somewhere to hang them from? Where'd you put them? Okay, and then this one just has like shoe pants. Take out the colors and stuff we don't need. Cleaning up all these lines. Being lazy about it. Kind of want to color her in now. I want to skip steps. Oops. I mean, I could. Carson, write it down and keep it in a safe place. You should do a swap AU. Swap AUs are cute. Well, they can be cute. Sometimes they can also be devastating. All AUs have the power to be devastating if you try hard enough. So that's static. Her hair's been pretty fun to draw, actually. I am really curious about how well this post will or won't do. Because part of me's like, what if there's just a Neru fanbase that was hiding under the floorboards this whole time that come running out like, there, the yellow one, Banana Miku, my wife, Banana Miku. I had a really good milkshake today. The banana reminded me because Squeaky Clean had a banana one. I had strawberry and chocolate. Oh, anyone else like milkshakes? Milkshakes or hot chocolate? Which is best? And yes, you can take into account seasons. Banana Miku, yes. Carson, a circus AU. Ooh. But banana AU, and then you're all the yellow one. Where were you when I was collecting AUs? Cheese Miku. Colby Ware. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna throw in an OC reference as a joke. So we need to pick a character for a random themed Neru. It could be like Colby or Eden. I was gonna throw in an OC reference with it. Because funny. Who should it be though? What should she be dressed as? So it'll be Neru, but I was gonna dress her like one of my OCs. Who should it be? If I had any idea how to, it'd be so cool to make a voice bank. We'll make a me voice bank. And then the world can be mine instead of Miku's. My music stopped. I'm sad. Always tragic when your music stops unwantedly. Are you still listening? Yes, you asked me this 3 minutes ago. Vocaloid. Is that what my UTAU would be called? Vocaloid, synth, voice bank. I mean, that checks out. I'm gonna do the little flag, but I'm also gonna go and press play on some music so I'm not in silence. Here we go. Carson, you also have neuroses. Ooh. Skelly, the woodland yellow one. Astral Blaze, you love a milkshake, but hot chocolate is better as a comfort drink. Woodland Sprite would definitely be a more niche reference as well to the channel. It's like this. Oops. My cameras are vanishing, honestly. We got another Neru! And a Neru! And a Neru. A spooky Neru. Spooky Neru. May as well get this one done. I mean, she's easy. I'm gonna do these in the black line art. I'm gonna have people in the comments that are like, actually, she doesn't sing in Mesmerizer. I'm like, actually, she's there because it's funny. Just need to try and make sure that the shapes in the silhouette are nice and strong. So I might exaggerate a few areas. And just fixing that. Now, Carson, there are two girls. One is named V Woodlane, and the other is named Kira Goodland. But they have a bad relationship. Think of Ragathon Jacks. Like, having characters that don't like each other makes for interesting stories, though. So you get interesting interactions from that type of dynamic, so I'm all for it. Add an extra line here to imply that she's got the frilly skirt a bit more. Okay, and then she wouldn't have any of these features. What color would I want? I mean, she's kind of a grey. So if I make sure our silhouette's in that color, and then we can get the leaks and get into the item color, I guess. Yeah, that's ugly. I knew it was. I was like, I can't see it very well, but I know that's an ugly shape. Let's start in like a color I can see. See, I don't like it that sharp though, because it's now ruined the the fun shape of it. Make it like wider, but I'm trying to make it pointy too. Doing that kind of shape. Do I want that kind of shape? Or do I want it to be chunkier? Like stylized? Try measuring it to a degree first. Sudden concentration because I can't draw a damn sparkle. How's school going for your cry glitch? It's a good question, Carson, but as a creator, I ship them in my brain. No comment. Fair enough. Bullied by a sparkle. How is school going for everybody? Anyone at school today? How'd that go? Anyone at work today? How was that? How was school? How was work? Do you miss art fight? Cries. Okay, so that's better. Let's use that one. And now we need them to be like fluorescent yellow. And then the majority of Neru here is going to be silhouetted out. I kind of don't want her to be such a harsh black though. I rarely use true black for colouring. I usually use an off tone or something. If I go into the red, it kind of matches the line art colour we've been going for. And then I can either make the line art of Neru herself also match, or I can oops. Let's get all the line art in. You might not be able to see this unless your quality's like right up on the video. Oh, Jcrow, why are you colouring in this one first? It doesn't really count as colouring it in though, does it? It doesn't count. Look at it. She's not there. Where is she? See, I think it's a funny inclusion. It's also spaced out enough from this one, which is in black and white too, so it's not going to be as jarring. I hope not, anyway. I think it's funny though. Like I say, it's meant to look like she's just kind of bouncing a little. So it's like a simple animation. So it's just not just stationary. I'm just trying to make it cute, you know? Outfight Christ. I'm sorry, Clark. I reminded you. But yes, I'm thinking of potentially anyone free to submit a rather specific illustration. That sounds questionable. I mean, it's not dodgy, I promise, it's fun. And participating in an animation meme that I'm currently working on in lieu of practice on my end for composing a potential multi-animator project later down the line with this style. I'm thinking I'll upload sort of like the call for it on the Discord and open it to Discord people, but it basically involved submitting a still illustration. It can be traditional, it can be digital, it can be crochet, it could be literally anything. Variety is what I need for it. I'm thinking of uploading the information to Discord at some point. And the idea is I can later do a multi-animator project with the theme if it works out, but for now I need to practice, but I also need to mini practice with how the final project would be. And I also had the double idea that I could include it in the animation meme I'm currently working on for a segment and tag everybody that was in it in the description with like different credits based on what they want. But I thought it could be cute. And that when the actual full project's done, it could make something really cool. Carson, oh man, gotta go to school. Go do schoolwork, bro. I'm sorry. Good luck with your schoolwork. It might be fun. Sometimes it's fun. Don't worry. I know. I am fully aware that schoolwork can suck, but sometimes schoolwork can be fun. Hang on, Squeaky. Yes. It's a lot of mushrooms.
Only mushrooms.
Bro.
What?
No, they're raw.
Yeah.
You can eat mushrooms raw.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try. I might not like it though. It smells like nothing.
Mhm.
Okay, I mean it tastes like nothing. It's like that. Can you get
Use
me?
eating it.
Can you get me another drink, please? I mean, I kind of
What do
like
you
the
want?
texture. Juice.
Mm,
Something cold.
mm, Pebble.
Something cold. I don't know how I feel about mushroom. Carson, it's never fun. It's all boring. At least most of the time. I'm sorry. It's like, I'm not going to give you that toxic optimism of, it'll be fun, yippee. It's like, I'm aware that it can be boring, but sometimes it can be fun. Sometimes it's fun. Well, you know what is fun about it? Once it's finished and you can do anything you want to do. You know what else is fun about doing your homework? The bit where you don't have to have detention or any sort of penalty for not doing it. That's pretty fun. These are terrible positives. No, it's not really a positive, is it? Where it's like, I'm trying to think of the plus side. You don't get detention, that's a plus. Is it though? Is it? Genuine plus is not having to worry about it, I suppose. That bit's pretty good, I guess. Ew.
Sup, nerd?
Thank you. This Nero's pretty cute. Mochi, I hope you feel better soon, Carson. Carson, well, bye-bye, y'all. Flies into the abyss magically like a magical girl that I am. Bye, Carson. Good luck with your homework. I'm sorry, it's stinky poopy boring. May your future homeworks be blessed with being, like, actually fun. There you go. Has anyone in chat got a memorable, fun homework task they got given? Something that was memorably fun to do. I'm about to eat my own words. I'm sat here like, do I have something that was just memorably fun? I'm trying to think of like high school stuff. I think I had a few fun tasks at college. And then university is what you make of it. I think in high school, though, I think fun homework in high school, one time in art class, we were tasked with going away and making a piece of fake food. So we could use any mixed media we wanted to. We had full control over that. And the job was to create a piece of food, a model. I made a cake that was so realistic. So when they were done, when all the displays were handed in, they were put on like a windowsill or something out the way, just on display. And when I came back to the next session, some people, mine was so realistic, they'd been digging their nails into it, trying to tear it apart to see if it was real cake or not. They played Is It Cake and like dug their nails in, and people had been physically ripping apart my project. And when I said to the teacher, I was like, hey, so I worked really hard on this, and you had us all display them on the windowsill because you had nowhere to put them, even though you're the one that assigned this homework task. And she's like, yes. And I'm like, okay, so tell me why mine's been torn apart. It like I had a polystyrene base under there, and they'd taken away everything and cut it right back to the base of, like, it was like a disc like this of polystyrene, and I'd like decorated it and did fake icing and all sorts. It looked really good. And I'm like, they have clawed this to pieces and you didn't notice? And she just looked at it like, oh. She really didn't care. And I was like, well, do you have somewhere else I can put it so it doesn't get more destroyed? And she was like, that isn't necessary. And I'm like, but it counts towards my final grade. Yes, it is, if they're going to keep ripping it to pieces. And she very reluctantly let me store it in like a cupboard or something. It was fun until the teacher let people destroy it. Venom Shank, hello art on Discord. Ooh, I want to witness. Hi Venom Shank, welcome back in. Did you draw Neru? Wasn't it you who was drawing Neru as a furry a while ago? You were drawing like furry Neru. If I remember correctly, it might have had some sort of alternative or scene theme to it. Like an alt theme anyway. Okay, this Neru's pretty cute. I will check your art in Discord in a moment. I'm just changing the line art color back over. Boom, another Neru. Getting through them. I wonder which one we should colour first. I'm going to check the Discord. The Discord is an art server. There's a link in the description for anyone that wants to join. Oh, you did a good job on that witch's hat. That witch's hat has got a really satisfying shape to it. Sorry, I'm typing. I'm gonna add emotes. Sparkles. Yeah, let's see what's the thing on. There it is. So many. She was pretty cute. Oh no, did I just... I didn't. Did I just rip up? I didn't, thank goodness. There's like a sharp part on my desk, and for a minute I thought I'd torn my sock. And my sock looks like little cats, so that would have been really, like, a big loss. Big loss. But Goki won't be joining stream today. I just saw them commenting in the Discord being like, no, I'm missing out on a Vocaloid stream. It's like, huh, you are. No Vocaloid for you. It's okay, there's always going to be VODs. I say that, sometimes I do delete the VODs. It's very rare though. I wonder if typically British Chris ever survived the chicken and rice. Okay, so this one is just wearing a hoodie, but we can probably give the hoodie some detail. This is a black and white Neru. Sort of like, you know the little ties you might have on the, like, pull ties? We could add stuff like that, I guess. I'll put them in a different color so that they can stand out a bit more. I can make them a lighter grey. And the hands are like barely visible. Oversized hoodie for the win, right? I wonder which Neru you guys are all gonna get when it's live. You'll have to comment on the video, on like the short, and be like, who you got, let me know. In return, I'll also comment which one I got and we can all compare. Be like, who is... Because I feel like when it comes to pause games, statistically, there just seems to be one that everyone gets, right? More than others. We'll be able to work out which one is the rare Neru. Got a little pockets at the front. Oh, the eyes on this one. Do I make her eyes less shiny? In theory, I could. The eyes on this one are like very... So I could bring everything down and then just make it very on theme. Because we are going to add the eye shinies too. Or do I just keep them big? So she'd look kind of like this. Oops. No, that's jaundiced. Kind of like this, and then we'd add the sparkle in. Or we can just have her fully coloured normally and I can add the shine. Or we can give her more accurate eyes to the character. I'm thinking giving her accurate eyes might be the option, but I'll leave it for now in case chat wants to add anything. Skelly, driving in your car right after a beer and hey, that bump is shaped like a deer? DUI, how about you die? Master Blaze, I was once given a task in junior school to make a sculpture out of basic shapes. My dumbass decided to make a cardboard replica of K9 from Doctor Who. Oh my gosh. That's a project. You had a great time, but you failed the assignment because the shapes weren't basic enough. What? But he is basic. He's literally just what? Like, that's pretty basic to me. And then what? A tail? Little circle discs for the ears? That's pretty basic to me. I think your teacher was a hater. Your facts. You gotta go, Mochi. Bye bye. Thanks for stopping by. Have fun at work. I hope you have a peaceful day. Have a good day at work. We're rooting for you. Oh, this song is like quite a bop, actually. This one's Into the Darkness, I think. Knowing Darkness. It's called Knowing Darkness, but it's a good song. I was say this producer is just carrying when it comes to Teto and Neru. The songs are all Teto and Neru. But I think they're the only person producing. Well, they're definitely the main person I can find producing modern songs with Neru. A lot of Neru's songs are old. Cool. What's everyone's favorite Vocaloid song in general? Does anyone have like a number one go-to song? I tend to go through them like I go through favorites in phases, I think. Like I definitely have songs that I'll return to occasionally when I want to hear them. I think one of the ones I return to a lot is Skeleton Orchestra and Kimi no Taeon. Taeon? I return to Ado quite a bit as well. So we have gotten 8 likes on the video. Thank you, everybody. Very appreciated. Supporting Neru content. Let's see. So I'm wondering if I'm going to try and stream in the hospital. I'm wondering if it'll be worth streaming later than I usually do or earlier. They're typically finished by 10 o'clock at night. Like between 8 and 10 they should be done. So realistically, I think my regular stream schedule, if I'm up to streaming, would be functional. And give me something to do. This one's got very clean haircut, very rounded. Hello. Right, we've not done the basic area yet. We've not done Cotton Candy Girl. Not done the sleeper one. There's a couple left. Making good progress though. Her hair is pretty fun to draw, to be fair. Sleep one's going to be quick. Sleep one also does not have visible eyes. You can keep the cheeks though. Just need to bring the blue in. Astroblaze, how's your mission going? How's the mission? Can I see it yet? Sneak peek for Jcrow? Just sneak peek? I think I've earned a just sneak peek. Who thinks that Astroblaze should give the Jcrow a sneak peek? Everybody! Oh my gosh, everyone agreed. Sneak peek for me. Gosh, Squeaky Clean was looking at cat names on the RSPCA website yesterday. We found a bunch that were named after Pokemon. Piplup and Trico were a duo. There was a little kitten called Larry. Larry was great. No, just sneak peek. What? Why not? What do you mean, Jano? How much peer pressure until you give me a sneak peek? Blaze, you've already seen art from me recently. That should satiate you for now. No, I want to see the rest of it. To be fair, that everything art you did was really good. And the little mini comic you did on my birthday was also very good. But also, just sneak peek. I can go art in Discord from Astroblaze. What? Sneak peek? And that's how that'll go. These pajamas look pretty comfy, actually. I have drawn them, like, really loose, so... Gosh, imagine doing this and being like, okay, which Rin are you? And then it's like 100 different arts to choose from. It'd be never ending. It'd just be forever. Which Neru are you? Are you bedtime Neru? I like bedtime. Let's do the glasses one on this one. They're like thick frame glasses, right? Yeah, yeah. Mr. Blaze. I know, right? I legit wasn't expecting it to turn out so good. You did so well. I was like so surprised. Like, one, I did not expect to see art from you. I just accepted that you weren't gonna post anything until you'd finished your mission, and I was like, cool, I'm not gonna see anything for like a year. Cries. And then you boom, you're like, look, full body illustration. Full body, fully rendered, fully colored. Look what I did, guys. It's like floored immediately. Jaw on the ground. I was like zooming in on the textures and everything. It was very interesting. Gold glasses. And just make sure that the pen size is right. It was not. Does she have like It's like, does she have eyebrows that are like visible over her hair, or do I need to delete those? I need to delete them. Okay, this one is wearing like a bit of a sailor suit, so I need to remember to actually do the line work for the sailor suit pattern. Astra Blaze, I just needed to work on something that wasn't the mission for the bit. Mood. That makes sense. Like that's relatable. I have like a huge block of stuff I want to try and get done before I go in the hospital because by the time they're done with me, I'm going to be quite out of commission when it comes to ability to draw, probably again. Yippee. Uh, so I'm like, what do I want to get done? I have a week left. What do I need to do? And then I'm like, all these things I could do. I'm going to draw Neru. All these ongoing projects I could complete. Oh, which Neru are you? Which Neru? Well, to be fair, I just wanted to stream. I wanted to get another stream in. And wanted to do something silly and fun. And this is quite silly and fun. Very, very hard resisting the urge to overdo the animation bit. So at first it was like, well, everyone else just makes them stand still, so I could just do that. And then I was like, but I could animate her a little bit. I was like, no, don't keep adding. My amazing habit to add to the workload. Cute. Okay, she has like a little round hair tie, and then we're gonna do this. Ah, auto recovery. How much of the line work did it just delete? None of it. Wow. Rare. Usually when auto recovery catches me mid brushstroke, it deletes stuff because it's mean. Okay, so we've got the basic line art, and then I need to make sure I get the lines in. So it's just stripes on the cuffs and stripes on the lapels. Okay, I'll use the blue. Stripies, a stripy, a less wonky stripy, a less wonky. Thank you. Some little stripes over here and here. Terrible. Terrible. Better. I think I need to redo this cuff to actually make it big enough for the stripes. Went and did it too thin. Is better. Much better. Another Neru. Are we surprised yet? Did you expect it? Did you anticipate that there'd be a Neru? So we just need to do regular and Candy Girl, I think, are the only two that's left, and then we need to decide if I'm doing the eyes stylized or not on the other one. Cool beans. Oh, we're getting close to end of streaming time. If you have any burning questions for the Magic 8 Ball, now's your chance. Should Astra do a hate playthrough of Date Everything? Well, I know the right answer. The Magic 8 Ball has said that the stars say no? Are you sure about that, Magic 8 Ball? It says don't bet on it. Don't do it, Astro Blaze. It says do the mission. That's what it's telling you to do. Typically British Chris. Is it time to scrap all other doodles and start doodling spooky season? Is it time to doodle for Halloween spooky season? Stars say no. Should we finish current projects and then move on to spooky season? So it shall be. The Magic 8 Ball has told you that you need to finish your current project and then you can do your spooky month doodles. Is the advice the ball has given. The Magic 8 Ball said no more work in progresses, no more whips. And neaten up some of these lines. This one's pretty detailed, so she's got a lot of detail in her hair and stuff. Carson, hi! Back before stream ends, just want to say bye. Aw, hi Carson, also goodbye. We drew all but 2 Nerus. We just need Cotton Candy Girl and Classic Neru, and then they're all drawn. And then I'm going to colour them, and then I'll see how I feel if it comes to adding extras, because there are a few extras I found. I hope your school projects are going well, Carson. So, yeah, bye-bye. Bye! Thanks for stopping by. Again, good luck with your work. You can do it. We believe in you. I'm going to finish this ponytail, though. Here we go. There's a piece of hair there. Is that meant to go in front of her hair or her hair or behind it? In front. I cry. Still got some hair left on this side. Have I done this all on the wrong line art size? Oof, that ended up ugly. Try that again. No, that was meant to come down over her ear too. There we go. I think. How much ear do we hide with this one? Maybe that one? I'll just bring it up there. And we'll take a look at her hair. I've not drawn the pom-poms though. There you go, I did her hair. So we actually got pretty far through the Nerus. And then the idea is that you can like press pause and see which one you're gonna get. I will add a secret Neru in there that you can all look forward to witnessing. But that has made it to the end of the live stream. We've got loads of these done. Lots of progress. Thank you all for joining the stream. It's been lovely seeing you all, speaking with you all. It's been nice getting to stream again. I'm sorry for missing a few. I did explain earlier in the stream near the beginning as to why. But thank you all for joining the stream. Shout out to our monarchy. We have our monarch of the J Kingdom is Carson, the heir to the throne, Astra Blaze, and the knight in shining armor, Skelly Bones. Shout out to everyone that's joined us today. Venom Shank, Ryan the Rat, Squeaky Clean, Nisty, Cryglitch, Typically British Chris, Mochi Stars Arts. Did I say the Venom Shank? Thank you all for joining. It's been lovely speaking with you all. The streaming schedule is Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. UK time. Depending on where you are, good morning, good afternoon, or good night. Have a great day. All sweet dreams.